Line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Mike 54. Don't get nervous. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch.
I'll go special. I'll go special.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11.
Watch the pass.
Listen.
Check 31, check 31.
18.
He's checking credit.
Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10.
Hey, 0.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Michael Brockers in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Sponge. No. Hey, check 24.
Wilson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver, and now it's third down.
Right. Green 80. 54 Mike. Watch the run.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Watch the boot.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
Kill, turn up.
Good.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. 4th down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And the Rams getting set to go now. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
What? 120.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Go, 12, go.
Here we go, 50.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now we see a man who got a workout in last year's Super Bowl, Johnny Hecker, on to punt for the Rams. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Returnable for Lockett. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 on the Seahawks 29-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Right there.
54, right there. 54 Mike. I'm here all day. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check that.
Back to throw. Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Rams add on to their lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 24. Check 24.
2 for 1. 2 for 1. Listen.
Right there. 54 Mike. And let's pin them.
To throw is Goff. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Go.
Oh, yeah.
He sees.
Hatchet.
80 weapons.
Joker. Check 9.
Too long.
SOS.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Seahawks take over.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 20-yard line.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Wilson throwing again. That'll be caught by the rookie. It's Gary Jennings Jr. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
What we got?
Saturday.
Mike's 54.
Hold up.
54. Here we go. Check safety.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Here we go.
Now Wilson. He's going to air one out. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Under 10.
36 power.
He's coming. Double up. Wait.
Eighteen.
Mike spot 4. Hey, let's get this.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Dante Fowler, his 2nd sack of the night. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
To try again after the sack. Wilson, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Jennings was the one he was looking for. 3rd down here.
Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Go, guys. 4 down.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Run now.
Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice to... Defensively, when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Shoot! Watch the shoot! 55, Mike 55. Orange.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. He's got a first down past the 30.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On first down, Goff. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Value three.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Ziggy Ansah able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Back, Shell. Harbaugh.
Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Rams on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever.
Hey, kill.
Out of the gun. Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Throwing again on second down. Goff going up top. It's caught at the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
He's checking. Cracks.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Switch. Check hot route. Hot. Switch. Listen.
Another try on 2nd down with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline now for the PAT. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Rams 21, Seahawks nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. To throw again. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry. Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well. I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game. Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Wilson going to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Again, Wilson. And Jennings has it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on what should be the final play of the first half. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 21. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 20. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley. 79 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. Are you talking about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together? This has got to be right up there. His fourth touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot. And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get it. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Right there. 54 Mike. Night, sweetheart.
On first down, Scott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. On the stop was Aaron Donald. And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check 99.
They go again with Scott. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry. Yeah, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust? Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Run left. Mike 5-4.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10. 54. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
They'll run on first down. Scott trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play. Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
54 Mike. You don't want none. Pick up the ball.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Scott. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Get that quarterback deep.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball. Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there.
They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Yeah, that's what I do. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And now running right through it. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
54. Mike 50.
Now Goff on first down. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 68 yards.
Cut. 180.
54 Mike.
It's a party now. Shift.
On first and goal, Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Rams just continue to pour it on. And he just tied the NFL. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And, partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL-caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort. Now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with Scott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now on 2nd and 16, Wilson. And the tight end, Dixon, left side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Wilson now, operating from the gun. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Mike,
180.
you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
First down, Rams.
180.
Mike 54.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
They go play action here on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Every day, any day.
Super. Five.
Goff now to throw. Throw left side, complete to Cup. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 3-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now Wilson down around his goal line. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, alert! Hey, Mike 52.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Let him know.
Wilson on 3rd down. And he's got Lockett. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Scott. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Hey, alert! For this, man. They're not ready for this.
On 1st down, Scott. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Right there. 54 Mike. Man out.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Not today. Mike 50. Wow.
A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. He's still fighting forward, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 76. 55, Mike 55. Hey, defense, let's go. Hey, Haywood.
Here's Goff. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Check the backer. Hold on. Check.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hey, 20.
Hey, eat. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
From the 50, it's Goff. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see. And other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know there are plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Dante Fowler bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Check. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Check the tight end. Check the tight. Check tight.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Here's Wilson. And this is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Wilson. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk 1st down. Now it's Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Mike's by 4.
Stay with your man. Hey, alert. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. So don't say nothing.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Wilson. Steps away to his left. And that's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Myers' kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
He's playing to win. Let's go. Mike 20. Mike by 4.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking.